So, a large number, and I'll just kind of cover a couple of them with you.
Sure.
First, I mentioned to you earlier the Cyber Mission Force. So, the next year, our goal is to get that force as close to full operating capability as possible. The requirement is by the end of 2018, but the large part will be done by the end of 2017. We also, though, are moving from building the force to its readiness, so advanced training. All the skills you want individuals and teams and teams of teams to be able to demonstrate is a major focus for us. So readiness of the force, no different than any other military warfighting force. Several of the panelists have talked about specific capabilities that we need. One of the things we're trying to do is our new capabilities development group is developing a military cyber operations platform concept. It's the architecture that we have to operate into, so we will instantiate that more officially throughout the department in the next 12 months. And the reason is, if you want to bring automation, big data analytics, the ability to operate with artificial intelligence at speed, you have got to have an arcture that hangs together. All of these capabilities can't work if you don't do that.
Right, can't build a house if you don't have a spec.
Yeah. So for example, we have operations right now where we have an Army developed infrastructure, tools that the Air Force built, and a Marine team operating.
Excellent.
We have defensive kit that our various cyber protection teams use, each of the services built. We're realizing that has to be joint, because I might want one of those kits to be certified and able to be to plug into a network that might not be from that service, and have to happen within minutes, not over a few weeks of getting approval from a DAA to be able to do that.
There's that time thing again, in readiness and speed.
Absolutely. We will more formally bring the coalition partners, several of them, into our defensive operations construct, so real-time information sharing and coordinated activities with our coalition partners will be a major focus. And then just two quick things to focus on what we talked about. The moving from reactive to proactive, that is a major activity for us. We have been in the responsive mode with teams, so we even think about response to incidents. It will always have to do that, but we are getting more into not just proactive, but what's the counter strategy, and have a thought about how we operate and defend our networks. These are our networks. We ought to be able to operate them, defend them at will.
They are excellent points. One of the biggest irritants, I guess, that I had for years is, we wait for something to break and then we put a Band-Aid on it. Something else breaks, we fix it. Something breaks, we fix it. So we need to get in front of the equation.
And then just to amplify on something Peter talked about in terms of the culture change, the Secretary of Defense and the Chairman signed an initiative out called the Defense Cyber Culture Compliance Initiative. So DC3I, it's a long title. But it is trying to drive those broader cultural changes across the entire department. It has attributes that Pete talked about, but it also has the accountability has to be there. Accountability of senior leaders to make sure that their units have the right attributes and training, no different than other warfighting, all the way down to that individual, is something that across the department you'll see the Chief Information Officer and Cyber Command and others implementing that initiative. This will be not just it's a journey. It's something we'll be doing.